I get knocked down, but I get up. That's what you have to do if you fight for freedom in Australia in 2023. Well, I just got knocked down again, so I need your help to get back up at supportavi.com. I cannot do this without you. In this video, watch it till the end. I'll tell you the story from the beginning, and then if you're willing and you're able, please head over to supportavi.com and give what you can. Feels like a lifetime ago, but do you remember 2 years ago at the height of COVID lockdowns in Victoria, I attended a press conference at Parliament along with the rest of the news media who were at the time, well, still today, failing to ask the Premier tough questions. I went to the security gate, I showed my ID to the police officer, he let me in.
Oh,
Thank you. It's out the back, isn't it?
yeah.
Thank you. And I went to where Dan Andrews' press conference was supposed to be held. Normal stuff for journalists in a free country. But then one of Dan Andrews' weaselly staff noticed me and knew that I'd be there to ask a real question, unlike the rest of the reporters there on the day. So he panicked and ordered Victoria Police to escort me from the grounds and ban me from Parliament for 7 days.
The Premier's PA doesn't want him here at the conferences.
I hadn't committed any particular crime. It was just because I criticised Dan Andrews and his authoritarian regime. I didn't think police were supposed to take orders from political staffers. I thought that's only how it works in China, since when a McCarthy-style blacklist something we do here in Australia? No wonder so many call him Dictator Dan. Well, we went to court to challenge the ban. That's, I guess, what you do in a democratic state, right? We hired the best lawyers. We had a top-notch King's Counsel argue the case. But in the end, we lost. I was astonished that the Supreme Court of Victoria actually ruled that no, politicians can ban any journalist they like from coming onto legislator property like it's Tiananmen Square or something. And you'd have thought that at the time would be joined in our court battle by other advocates, by groups who care about civil liberties or freedom of the press or limited government. But we were there all by ourselves. We were fighting for free speech in Australia all alone. And we lost. Fine. I take my lumps. But then something terrible happened, and it's why I need your help now at supportavi.com. The judge ordered us to pay the government's legal fees. I'm serious. I've been ordered personally to pay Dan Andrews' lawyers. Keep in mind that the Andrews government has hundreds of lawyers on their staff. They pay them already. That's what our taxes go to. This wasn't a lawsuit I did for personal profit. It was a case in the public interest to set a precedent of freedom of the press for all journalists in Australia, not just me. But not only did we lose, the judge ordered a massive punishment where we have to pay the Premier's lawyers $67,500. Of course, I don't have that kind of money. The court knows that, and Dan Andrews knows that. They know we crowdfunded our constitutional challenge from hundreds of you grassroots viewers. This is the establishment's way of saying, don't you dare get any big ideas about fighting for your rights. Know your place. The craziest thing is that other journalists from the mainstream, they laughed and mocked me when I was kicked out. They don't get it that a legal precedent has been set and that one day it can be used against them. That's the thing about freedom of speech and freedom of the press. It's something that you have to give your opponents if you want it for yourself. And I promise I'll keep fighting as long as I'm breathing. You already know that about me, but I need your help to pay this atrocious court order. So please head over to supportavi.com to help if you can. Dan Andrews, he hates me and he's coming for me. But really, he's not just coming for me. He's also coming for you. I'm just in the way. So please, if you can, help me. One of the things I love most about our country is its freedoms. And freedom of speech and freedom of the press are the freedoms upon which all the other freedoms are built. Please head over to supportavi.com to help us continue our fight for freedom. I think they're trying to make an example out of me to scare anyone else off who wants to fight for freedom. We can't let them win.